Welcome back to Up in the Northwoods. On a previous video, you probably seen me mulching over on the other side of our creek. We finally got over there. The neighbor let us in and I brought the mulcher over and we did a bunch of trails, as you can see here. I made a bunch of trails through to get after some trees over here. We didn't do any cutting that day, I just mulched, but we're over here. We came over earlier this week and cut down about 10 poplar trees. But it was very, very cold. That's when the whole country had that cold spell. And we were about 20 below at night and about 0 for a high at best for multiple days. So we're back over here today. It's Friday afternoon, or Friday morning, I should say. And we're back over here to start getting some the trees picked up we cut. Tomorrow we're going to be back over here, and I got my brother and future son-in-law going to be here. So we're going to have a couple more guys with Gunner and I that we can get a lot more done. So we're going to get a bunch of these poplar down, and I'll show you some of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And you can come along and watch us over the next couple days, take down some trees and take them in. So we'll take a little walk here. There's some poplar here that we got to just clean up those. Gunner's going to pick those up while I do a little walk around. The tops we're going to leave like this in this brush. And you see all this brush, that's the stuff I was mulching. I'm going to be after this stuff too. So we'll mulch all these tops where they lay. Still go around all the trees we want to keep. You know, the cherries, the maple, the oaks. But you can see I got trails going through now all over. This was, of course, not like this a week ago. And we've had this land since the mid-'80s. We've been over here by foot, but we've never gotten machines over here. So you can see I'm just going to open up. A lot of that brush is going to go away. So this will be kind of open all the way through here. This is down towards the river. So you can see some of the big poplar we've taken down here earlier this week when it was so cold. There's some really nice logs in here, actually. These are all alive for the most part, but they're so big. It's time to get them to the mill. We can get rid of the bolts, which we call here kind of the smaller stuff. That's bolts, but you can see this poplar is pretty nice. We just cut off the end here where we cut, but these are pretty nice. These are probably, well, we had a 25-inch bar on it. It used most of the bar, if not all of it. And then we cutting them a 100-inch for the mill. And you can see that one goes down into there, and we'll pull out some of the tops and cut some more out, which will be pulpwood. So all this smaller stuff will be pulp, and anything that's got rot in this big logs, they'll take up 8-inch to 24-inch for bolts, and they'll take from 4-inch to 24-inch for pulp. So, but you know, so you can see these are pretty good. So these will all go for, but then this one gets bad here. That gets real punky in the middle. This one gets real bad, so you can see those will be taken for pulp. Those will be on a different pulp pile, and we'll have semis come and take them out. We got a trail over there going towards the river, but you can see all the poplar here. There's some really big stuff, and there's some even mediocre size. There's some good stuff in here. But these are all very mature trees. They're starting to die, break off, fall, make a mess. So it's time to get them out of here, because we have a lot of new growth coming up that we want to open up so we can get you know, our good wood growing in here instead of poplar. I prefer not to have the poplar. I'm a hardwood guy, so I'd rather see cherry, oak, maple. We'll show you some of the size of these. We'll just walk a little bit more here and show you what we're going to go after. This is down the whole land here of this 40 acres. My back 40 that actually cuts across, and I do not own, that 40 is not on the river. So it cuts over and bounces off over to a different, you know, across the river. My other brother does have his 40 that way, and we're not going to be going on his right now, but you can see here some of the sizes. You know, this tree is I mean, you look, and it's a good sized tree. It's got a big bell. So yeah, there's some big ones in here that we got to get out of. I mean, popple, you don't see popple get this big that often, but some other big ones here. You can just see, oop, that sun is in your face here. Get behind a tree. But these are almost all, here's a big grove of popple that will be taken out. And any of the, you know, smaller stuff, if we don't take it, we might mulch it, or I'll take it for some pit wood or something, but I'm not gonna get too fussy on the popple. So we have more down over there. Gunner's just cutting up some stuff here. But we'll get a little footage of hauling all these out to the landing, or you know, the landing where we're gonna have all the logs for the log trucks today. But tomorrow we're gonna be back over here cutting a bunch more. So stay tuned. It's gonna be fun. It's supposed to be 32 degrees tomorrow, so it's gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna be a lot warmer. Right now we're only about I think it's about 11 or 12 degrees. So.
Well, we're just getting the rest of the wood, the trees that we cut down earlier this week out so the semi can get to them. This is what we got for bolts. We cut for about a little over an hour earlier this week, so we didn't cut it super long because it was pretty cold out. But then here's all the pulp. There's some little bit of punky stuff in here. Not horrible, you can see. There. And then we got a little pile over here for us. The short stuff, the real small stuff that we don't want to just leave in the woods. We got a pile here, we'll bring our dump trailer over. and we'll get this home. But we decided tomorrow we're going to be bringing the mulcher back over. We got some of the trails are pretty narrow. We've been looking at getting a tractor. We don't know yet, but if we get a tractor, we might as well widen those trails out right away so we can get a tractor down there. Maybe pull the log trailer with the tractor, make it a little easier on it, on the rough terrain. But so tomorrow we're gonna go and sharpen the teeth so we can mulch some of that brush tomorrow.
Well, we got her done. And this is what they look like when they're sharp. They got a very good edge on them. So they all the way down. Some were nicked a lot worse than others, but it depends on how much contact you hit with stone and that. So those are knives. They make carbides, but these do a better job on the grind as far as you know, finished product material on the ground. So there's 28 teeth on there, so it takes a little time, but now we're set to go. So tomorrow we'll be mulching more stuff over on the other side of the river. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, as you guys can probably hear, his trailer is running a little rough. That is an Anderson M90. He bought that one probably about 10 years ago. He bought that one. We've been using that one, and then we decided to buy our own. That's my uncle. But he's got a Kawasaki diesel pulling it. It's an older diesel. Runs good, and it pulls it great. The only thing that's a downfall on it is it doesn't have power steering. So if you hit a stump or something with it, it cranks the steering wheel and you gotta watch your hand. But that's the nice thing about the RTV that we have, is it's all power steering, and it's very easy to drive through the woods when you're on some stumps and all that stuff. But his trailer does start running a little bit better at the or later in the day because it got warmer, but his trailer was really cold. we just got done for the day. We didn't spend a full day over here, but we had the 2 log trailers and the UTVs and the skid steer over here mulching some, but we got that for bolts. There's some nice wood in there. All this stuff laying on the side here and right there is all gonna be going to our house. And then here you got the pulp. Sorry if there's some wind noise. It got really windy on us, but we're just loaded up and we're gonna be heading out of here.